From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Ants Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, we're going to be looking at drier conditions here as we go into the weekend. Now, I'm going to say drier because not everyone's going to be completely dry. Places along the coast here for tomorrow morning in particular could see some more showers here. I think even through this afternoon, we're looking at the potential for a few showers here and there as well, some snow flurries in the higher elevations, but nothing major. The worst is behind us. But overall, I expect a dry weather pattern through the middle of next week, especially as we go into the weekend, Monday, even Tuesday of next week. Although by Tuesday, a little bit of kink in there as well. We'll take a closer look at that here in a second. Rain and snow returns near the end of next week. And you know what? The long-range forecast model's in pretty darn good agreement that this could be another fairly cold storm system with a source of some warm air and moisture. That could mean some fairly low snow levels. That's a week out. That's a lot to iron out before we get there, but start certainly seeing some of those signs. There's your neighborhood forecast at a glance, and it's mainly the coast and the higher elevation. So the higher elevation still seeing a chance for a few snow showers, especially for Siskiyou, Modoc, and the eastern mountains. Trinity County, not so much. The coast may still see a few showers. The valley, overall, I think you're dry, but there still is that chance for a stray shower here and there, and maybe, just maybe a chance for an isolated thunderstorm. More on that in just a bit here. Let's take a look at the river levels here. Tehama Bridge still most likely staying above that flood stage here, even as we go into early next week. And they're letting a lot of water out of the dam, Shasta Dam, so that's going to keep those water levels pretty high out at the Sacramento River. Now, you can see even out at Ord Ferry, it's going to be kind of hovering around just below or right around that flood stage is what we're looking at here. So if you're in these areas around the river, do note that if you're running into some flooding problems, that may continue even as we go into early next week. Now, there still is that flood warning for Pitt River near Canby until Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. But the good news is it's been in that major flood stage for a while. We're starting to see it begin to drop, and it will continue to do so over the next couple of days. Now, again, what's going on here for today? The main source of moisture has moved on out. So we've got a cold and unstable atmosphere, a cold and unstable system that's moving on through, but there's not a ton of moisture to work with. Now, there is some leftover moisture, so yeah, we will see a few showers here and there. We'll see a few snow flurries for some of the higher elevations, but we're not expecting anything major. As I mentioned, the worst is behind us. So let's take a look at futurecast here. We're going to take you through time, and you can see some of the snow flurries. And again, I was mentioning this, especially out towards Siskiyou, Modoc County, and the eastern mountains. Now, we may see a stray shower begin to develop through the afternoon for parts of the valley, but otherwise partly to mostly cloudy skies. We're still seeing most of the snow flurries off to the north and east, but look at Trinity County, look at the coast, just not seeing much here this afternoon and evening. But even as we go into this evening, there still may be a stray shower for some of us in the valley, snow flurries to the east. But look at behind me. We've got another round of rain that is approaching the coast and should be here by tomorrow morning. All right, so let's take a look at that. Again, there's 10 o'clock tonight. We take you into tomorrow morning. I mean, we're talking about some moderate to even heavy rainfall for a brief period of time. Now, keep in mind the colder air is still in place, so we could be looking at snow in some of those higher elevations, especially out towards Del Norte County, western Siskiyou County. This is 5 a.m., by the way, Saturday. Let's take you into about the noon hour. You see how it pretty much breaks apart. There may be a stray shower here and there, even down towards southern Humboldt County, but really for the most part, should be dry for Saturday afternoon. And by the way, everyone else, dry all day Saturday. And then Sunday, same situation. In fact, we're looking at plenty of sunshine. We may start off with some morning fog for parts of Modoc County and Siskiyou County, but otherwise that should burn off here before the noon hour, and you're talking about mainly sunny skies here by the second half of the day. So again, that overall setup right now, cold and unstable air that's in place. That's keeping that chance for a few snow flurries in the mountains and a few showers here and there for maybe parts of the valley. Weak disturbance coming through Saturday morning. Another thing that I'm watching is this right here. We've got some cold air bit of an inside slider type of event right here, the area of low pressure. You see the chance for a few snow flurries once again, mainly for the higher elevations. But at this point, it looks like the coast and the valley should remain dry on Tuesday. It's just some of the mountains that could see a passing snow shower here and there. In the meantime, I'm watching this activity here coming on in. You see that? It's getting closer and closer. We've got some colder air that's associated with it. Now, you think about the system that we saw kind of pass through yesterday. We saw the overall same setup that we're seeing here. I mean, there are some differences, such as the general location of where everything's coming from and where it is, but same general overall pattern setup. Yesterday, we saw cold air to the north and west of us, and it's been filtering into Northern California. We also saw warm, moist air with another system that came in from the south and west. Again, the same general pattern here. We've got the colder air coming in, warm, moist air coming in from the south. When you have the combination of the two, that can give us the potential for a low snow level event. So we'll have to watch for that. This would indicate, and the thing is, this particular forecast model that we're looking at, the GFS, the American forecast model, the European forecast model, both agree that this is going to be the setup that we're looking at here, and it's talking about the potential for maybe even some snowflakes at the north end of the valley. Something worth watching. This is not set in stone. This is not going to be the exact setup. I can guarantee you that by the time we get into next Thursday, it's not going to look exactly like this, but this is what the setup that we're seeing right now. In fact, we've seen this general setup here for the last day or two. So there is some consistency as we get to this. But again, we're still 7 days out. So there's a long way before we get there, and we're going to have to iron out the details as we get closer to that. And then by Friday of next week, so a week from tomorrow, we've got the potential for more rain and snow in the forecast. So certainly some good news. We're going to get a break, but then we've got more coming in. Now the winds today, you may have noticed, they're fairly calm for most of us. I think they'll be calm through most of the day on Saturday, but by Sunday, look at this, those winds coming out of the north, starting off Sunday morning with gusty winds at times, and that'll probably be the case here for Sunday afternoon. So just be aware of that. For the valley in particular, but even the coast could see some of those winds begin to pick up here for your Sunday. All right, so here's what we have for the rest of the day today. Temperatures generally in the low to even some mid-50s for some of the warmer spots down to the south. We do have those 30s on average for most of the higher elevations. It's going to be a cold day out there today. And those temperatures should be in the mid to upper 40s along the coast. All right, so let's take a look at your 7-day outlook. And we're going to start off with the valley. It's dry today all the way through next Wednesday. Now the temperatures do warm up a little bit here. Low 50s today, but mid 50s through at least Monday, and then colder air begins to move in as we go into the middle and latter part of next week. So what I've got here, showers for Chico on Thursday, but for Red Bluff and Redding, if you look closely, you can see a bit of a mix in there. Just to kind of show that the potential is out there, and it's something we got to watch for. Now we take you to the coast. Maybe some morning showers here for your Saturday, also inland. But I think Weaverville, you'll be dry tomorrow. And then the rest of us are dry through Monday, right? And then Tuesday, looks like mostly cloudy. I think mainly dry, though, for the coast on Tuesday. But inland in parts of Weaverville, or Trinity County, that is, maybe a chance for some more snow flurries. And then dry Wednesday, and then there's that rain for the coast on Thursday, and a chance for some of that low elevation snow inland and for Trinity County. Let's take you to Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the Eastern Mountains. Now, we still have the chance for a few snow showers here and there for parts of Siskiyou County, Modoc County, and the Eastern Mountains. That's through this afternoon and even this evening. But it will dry out by tomorrow. So we've got dry conditions over the weekend, even into Monday. But take note of the daytime highs. It's cold. I mean, we're barely getting above freezing, if at all, for Alturas. We're down to 29 degrees for that daytime high on Monday. But by Tuesday, there again is that slight chance. We're talking about that inside slider type of event coming in. That's what we got here. We're dry on Wednesday, and there again, you can see those low snow levels, potentially looking at some fairly low snow levels with those temperatures in the low to mid 30s. That's your afternoon update. I'll be back again this evening at 6 o'clock. Have a great afternoon.